Hi, my name's Tom Leatherby. I'm currently sitting my certificate 4 in personal training, and I'm doing it with AIPT, and this is my simulation assessment. I have booked Ruby in at 10:30 AM and have contacted her prior before her session, and she has confirmed she will be coming. I've spoken to all the personal trainers at the gym, and they are aware that I'll be using this floor space and equipment during my session. I've spoken to management and staff, and they have ensured me that all the equipment I will be using is safe and has been checked and is ready to go. I have planned the session and I will run Ruby through it before commencing so she understands what we will be doing today. I have checked the floor space for any potential hazards and removed all dangerous objects that might get in the way during our session. Hi Ruby, I'm Tom. How you going?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good, thank you. I'm going to be your personal trainer today. First thing we're going to do is go through a health screening, and I'm just going to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Sure.
Alright, cool. Has your doctor ever told you that you have a heart condition, or have you ever suffered a stroke? Do you ever experience unexplained pains in your chest while during exercise? Do you ever feel faint or have spells of dizziness during physical activity? Have you had an asthma attack requiring immediate medical attention over the last 12 months?
No.
Do you have diabetes type 1 or 2?
No.
Have you been diagnosed with muscle, bone or joint problems that you have been told could be made worse by participating in physical activity?
No.
Do you have any other medical conditions that may make it dangerous for you to participate in training?
No.
Okay, cool. So we'll get started. Just to run through quickly what we're going to do today, we're going to start off with a fitness test, and then we're going to move into some strength training and then some cardio training, and to finish off we're going to do some stretching.
Awesome.
The fitness test we're going to do today is a strength test, and what we need to do is as many push-ups as you can until failure. So when you're doing your push-up, make sure your hands are shoulder width apart, your chest goes to the ground, keep your elbows wide, and then push back up and lock out. I'll just demonstrate a couple for you. Make sure your core is engaged. Go down till your chest touches the ground, push back up and lock out. Okay? I'll get you to do a few of those until failure. Nice, Ruby. Make sure your core's engaged. Yep. And just keep going until failure. Okay, cool. That's really good. So you scored 8 for your push-up test. That currently ranks you in the below average category, but that's okay. That's something we can work on by increasing your shoulder and your chest strength. Now we're going to move on to the strength part of the session. The first exercise we're going to do is a chest press. This is going to work your pectoral majors, your deltoids, and a little bit of the triceps. So let me just demonstrate. What you're going to do is bring the dumbbell up to your knees, lie down on the bench, bring the dumbbells in line with your chest, make sure your core is engaged, and then just press up and lock out. And when you come back down, take a breath in and breathe out on the way up. Same again. And then when you finish, bring the weight back down to your knees and then put it down. Okay, I'll get you to give that a go. Okay, make sure your core is engaged. Bring the dumbbells down to your chest and press up. Remember to breathe on the way down and breathe out on the way up. Yeah, that's really good, Ruby. I'm just going to give you a spot once you start to fatigue. Alright. Yep, you can do 2 more. 1, 2. Okay, that was really good. Come down. How did that weight feel?
Yeah, pretty good, I think.
Alright, so I'll get you to do 2 more sets of those of 10 to 15 repetitions, and that's it for that exercise. Next exercise we're going to do for the strength phase is a single arm row. This is going to work your trapezius, your rear deltoids, and a bit of your core. So what you're going to do is just kneel on the bench. I want you to reach down and grab the dumbbell. Make sure your core is engaged. I want you to pull the dumbbell up to your chest and then slowly lower it back down. Make sure your core is engaged the whole time and your breathing is controlled. Okay, I'll get you to do a few of those. Make sure you engage your core and keep your back straight. Yep, that's better. Make sure your breathing's under control. And then just do 10 of those. Yep, that's really good, Ruby. Okay, I'll get you to do one more, and then change sides. Same again, just make sure your core's engaged, your back is straight, and just keep your breathing under control. Okay, cool, that's really good. Keep breathing. Alright, just do 2 more. And come back down. Alright, I'll get you to do 2 sets of those of 10 to 15 repetitions, and that's it for that exercise. The last exercise we're going to do for our strength phase is a weighted lunge. This is going to target your quadriceps, your glutes, and your hamstrings. So what you're going to do is pick up the weight, just keep them to your side, take a big step out, make sure your knees don't go over your toes, your back knee touches the ground, and come back to the starting position, and then just alternate legs each time, make sure your core's engaged and your breathing is under control, and just repeat that. Okay, I'll get you to give that a go. Yep, take a big step forward, make sure your knee doesn't go over your toes, your back knee touches the ground. Yep. Make sure that your core's engaged and your breathing's under control. Okay, that's really good, Ruby. Do 10 of those. How does that weight feel?
Pretty good.
Alright. Yep, just do 4 more. And finish. Put the weight down. Okay, that's really good, Ruby. I'll get you to do 2 more sets of those of 10 to 15 repetitions. We're going to move into the cardio section of our session today. We're going to use the rowing machine. It's a good whole body exercise and it'll help increase your fitness level. So I'll get you to just hop on, slip your feet into the straps, adjust the straps firmly onto your feet, reach down, grab the handle and just start rowing. The screen will automatically turn on. So I want you to make sure you drive with your legs, keep your back straight and pull long, keep your breathing under control, and keep your core engaged. I'll just get you to hop on and give that a go. The dial on the side will adjust the level, 10 being the hardest and 1 being the easiest. I'll get you to start on 5 today and we'll see how that goes. Just remember to keep your core engaged. Big push through your legs and keep your back straight and pull it as long as you can. Keep your breathing under control. Nice, Ruby, that's really good. Out of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest, how does that feel?
About 7?
So you're working at about roughly 70% of your max heart rate, which is really good. That's going to increase your fitness. Nice, Ruby. Alright, we'll go a little bit longer. Good work. Alright, that'll do. How did that feel?
Yeah, good workout.
Alright, cool. I'm going to get you to roll on that for 5 minutes. Pull it as hard as you can and we'll see how we go after that. Cool. So the next exercise we're going to do for the cardio section is a bike. This is a really good machine for your lower body. It's going to work your hamstrings, your quadriceps and your glutes, and it's a good way to increase your fitness. So first I'll just get you to hop on, put your feet into the little pedals. Slowly start pedaling. This dial here, this will adjust the resistance level. If you turn it right, it'll increase the resistance. If you turn it left, it'll reduce the resistance. When you're pedaling, just make sure you keep your core engaged and your breathing under control. Alright, so I'll get you to hop on and give that a go. resistance that feels good for you. How does that feel?
No, not too bad.
Yeah, too easy or too hard?
A little bit easy.
Do you want to turn it up just a little bit more? Alright, does that feel better?
Yeah.
Okay, remember to keep your core engaged. So the more resistance and the harder you pedal, the higher your blood pressure is going to be and the harder your heart's going to have to work. So it's going to demand more oxygen in your body. So just make sure you keep all your breathing under control. Alright, that's really good, Ruby. Alright, I'll just get you to go a little bit longer. Keep your breathing under control. Yep. Alright, cool. Do you want to hop off? So I'll get you to do that for about 5 minutes as hard as you can, and then we'll see how we go after that. Now we're going to do a circuit. This is going to work your cardiovascular system, so make sure you keep your breathing under control. First exercise we're going to do is a weighted lunge, just like before. Hold the dumbbells to your side, take a big step out, make sure your knee doesn't go over your toes, your back leg touches the ground, come back to the start, and then just alternate legs and repeat. This is going to target your quads and your glutes and your hammies. And then I'll get you to do 10 of those, and then move on to the kettlebell. We're just going to do some swings, kettlebell swings. So start with the kettlebell in front of you. So you swing it between your legs and come up over your head. Make sure your core's engaged. I want you to drive through your legs on the way up. Keep the kettlebell above your head and your back straight. And again, just make sure your breathing's under control. I'll get you to do 10 of those. And the last exercise you're going to do is a Russian twist. So I'll just get you to pick up the medicine ball. And you sit back in a little V with your heels just off the ground and your legs straight, and then just twist to each side so the ball touches the ground. Make sure your core is engaged. It's really important that your core is working, otherwise you'll feel pain in your lower back. And I'll just get you to do 10 of those, 5 either side. And that's going to work your abdominals and your whole midsection. Alright, so if you start on the lunges. Alright, ready? Go. Nice, Ruby. Make sure you keep breathing. Make sure that back knee touches the ground. That's really good. Okay, nice. Now the kettlebell swings. Make sure your core's engaged and you're driving with your legs. Yep. Keep your back nice and straight. That's really good. Yep, nice. And now just the Russian twist. Make sure your core's engaged. Need to really work that core. That's really good, Ruby. Keep going. Just 5 either side. Yeah, cool. Good work. How did the weight feel?
Yeah, good.
Yeah? Alright, that's really good. I'll get you to finish up with 3 rounds of that, of each exercise. To finish, we're going to do some stretching, which is a good way to increase flexibility and release muscles after a session. So the first session we're going to do targets the hamstrings. You're going to bring one leg into the groin and press your foot against the other leg, and then you're going to slowly reach forward and try and touch your other toe until you feel comfortable and you feel it stretching in the hamstring. If this gets too easy, just slowly increase the length that you're reaching and hold for 30 seconds. And then we're going to change legs and repeat. So if you want to give that a go, Ruby. Yep, try and keep your back straight and reach as far as you can. And when you feel a light pull in your hamstring, stop and just hold there. Good work. When you start to feel your hamstring loosening, try and reach further. Okay, nice work. Now swap legs and do the same. Remember to keep your back straight and your chest up and reach as far as you can and just hold when it feels comfortable. Can you feel that lengthening? Okay, slowly increase your reach. How does that feel?
Good.
Can you feel your hamstrings lengthening? Okay, nice. And repeat that 3 times for about 30 to 45 seconds after your session. Now we're going to do a stretch for your latissimus dorsi, which will help loosen your back. Right, so what you're going to do is, you're going to drop your chest and push the ball slightly away from you. You're going to make sure your thumb stays up and your back remains straight and just slowly sink into the bottom. Once you feel this loosening, you're going to try and sink a little bit lower and just hold there. And you'll feel it pulling all down your right lats. And then swap sides. Do you want to give that a go? Yep, so make sure your thumb is up and your back is straight. Nice. Once you feel that loosening, just go a little bit lower and hold there for 30 seconds. Nice. Can you feel that stretching?
Yeah.
That's really good, Ruby. Alright, now change sides. Yep, and just push the ball out to the side a little bit, keeping that thumb up and the back straight. Nice. Slowly sink a little bit lower and hold there for 30 seconds. Okay, cool, come up. So you want to do this for 30 to 45 seconds for 3 sets. This next section is for special populations. So today I'm training a client with high blood pressure. It is extremely important that they get a medical clearance or a referral from a doctor or a GP before commencing any physical activity. When training a person with high blood pressure, it is important to be aware of the exercises that they will be participating in and their limitations. A person with high blood pressure should not lift heavy weights or press anything above their heart or head, as this will increase their heart rate quickly. It is important to let the client know that exercise will be beneficial to their high blood pressure. I always recommend a nice, easy cardiovascular session followed by some light resistance weight training. It is important to make sure that the client is not holding their breath during training, as this will make their heart rate increase. Constantly breathing throughout the session will help keep their heart rate under control. Modified exercises are also beneficial for clients with this condition. So instead of doing an overhead press, I would get them to do a front raise or a lateral raise with dumbbells, as this puts less pressure on their heart. If I come across a client with a lower back injury, these clients also need clearance from a doctor or GP before commencing any exercise program. Lower back pain can be caused from a number of things, such as overuse of the lower back or bad posture over a number of years. Certain exercises should be avoided, such as a heavy barbell squat, as it just puts extra weight and pressure on the lower back. An alternative exercise to a heavy barbell squat is a Swiss ball wall squat. This will take the pressure off the lower back while still getting benefits from the squat. I would also suggest that they increase their core exercises, as a stronger core will help support their lower back. Certain core exercises should be avoided, such as twisting and overreaching. I would program simple core exercises such as crunches and sit-ups, and when the client does these, they should lie flat on their back so their lower back is supported and drive their back into the ground, and this will help support their lower back. A client with an existing shoulder injury also needs medical clearance from their doctor or GP before commencing physical activity. A client with a shoulder injury such as tendonitis, which is a sports-related injury, should avoid doing overhead movements, as this will cause them pain. Instead, they should do front raises or lateral raises, as this will strengthen the area without putting too much pressure on the shoulder.